Hey guys, Cooper here at Diesel Power Products. We're in the shop today with one of our vendors, Power Stroke Products. I've got Alex Hamilton here. He's the owner of the company. Why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown on what made you want to start this company, what it is you saw a need for, and why you offer the products that you offer?
Yeah, absolutely. So we started off as a diesel repair business in 2009. After multiple years of doing repair work and working on diesels, I noticed there was a huge market for diesel aftermarket parts. Never could find the parts I wanted or the parts in the way that I wanted them, you know, O-ringing, additional options. So that's what led me to bring in my own product line.
And you have kind of figured out exactly the recipe of what you want to do to these things from the ground up, and from a better standpoint than just manufacturing, but firsthand experience and working on stuff and seeing where the failures are and what it is you want to fix. What are some of the biggest fixes that you've decided this is the best option for?
So we offer many different options as far as the Cummins and Power Stroke cylinder heads. Anything from a factory OEM replacement to O-ringing or our firing options. If you just have a daily tow pig, or if you're trying to make some power and seal it in, we offer many different options.
And some of the bigger things that come into play here, obviously, if someone's trying to build horsepower, they got lots of boost, which in turn gives lots of drive pressure, and that's probably your biggest reason for wanting to O-ring or fire ring something?
Absolutely. Drive pressure, cylinder pressure on the MLS gaskets, they just can't withstand, so you got to have a sealing surface. An O-ring is going to provide additional clamp force on the MLS gaskets and prevent combustion gases coming in through the layers of the cylinder head gasket.
So for someone trying to build peak horsepower, the benefits of not just counting on a multi-layer gasket by itself, the O-rings provide additional clamp force, like you mentioned, but also better separation from that detonation in the cylinder to the cooling system and everywhere else?
Absolutely, yeah. Once the cylinder head gasket begins to fail, without an O-ring or without a firing, combustion gases get in there, and with extreme high EGTs, it torches the gasket, and you're back to either pulling the cab or pulling the head off and doing it again.
Now, you got two options here on the table. Obviously, we're all familiar with the Cummins inline 6, and this is the Power Stroke 6-liter.
Yes, sir.
And do you sell more Power Stroke or more Cummins?
Really, it's split half and two. We sell just as many Cummins cylinder heads as we do Power Stroke 6-liters, and I think
what we're looking for here is you definitely have to fix the Fords more than you do the Cummins.
That is incorrect.
If you were to say what is your most successful line and which platform you would say this is the number one best thing you could do for your vehicle, which one would it be?
The O-ring is more for your daily person that's going to have multiple heat cycles. If you're out there and you have a tuned vehicle or are making more horsepower than factory and getting into the 700-800 horsepower range, you want to go into a firing. For most people, doing the O-ring is going to be just fine for a daily, moderate, 600-700 horsepower. O-ring is going to be your answer.
Which kind of brings me to the next one. For the layers, like the levels, I should say, of gasket, O-ring, fire ring, what should that customer pay attention to that they're like, okay, I'm kind of getting to that point where this is the next upgrade, that would kind of determine which level of option they went to?
Most people, they need the assurance. Obviously, their head gasket failed for some reason, so it's kind of an obvious upgrade. It's just gonna, it's belt and suspenders, just that security net. Well, really, for the 6-liters, these are two different engine platforms, obviously, but on the 6-liter, most people are really going to want to go with an O-ring, whether it's a factory truck or it's tuned or have injectors or a upgraded turbo. You just have to have that for security to keep that head gasket. They only have 4 bolts per cylinder,
right,
and 2 of them are shared. It's an absolute must on those. The Cummins, not so much. You can get away with a factory style cylinder head. Doing valve springs and upgrading the valve springs, O-ringing or fire ringing. Your O-rings are going to be good to about 800 horsepower. After that, you really got to go into a fire ring.
Okay. And so the obvious good, better, best, you've got your multi-layer gasket that you guys produce, which would be good. Better would be O-rings. And then best for peak horsepower is fire ring. But for that guy that's looking to one and done it, they aren't going for massive horsepower numbers. They're going for reliability with a little bit of performance here and there. You know, they want to beat that other truck up the pass or whatnot with their trailer. O-ring would be the best option for them.
O-ring is the best for the average consumer. You know, somebody that's added an extra 100 horsepower and just want to keep their truck together.
Perfect. Well, thanks for your time.
Yeah, you bet.
Thanks for explaining some of the products. And if you have any questions on these products or you want to get your build going, give us a call, visit the website, or check the link in the description.